Today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious tater tot casserole. I'm making it with chili and cheese. It's going to be good. First, I'm going to cook 1 pound of lean ground beef. This is an 85-15 meat to fat ratio. And I'm just going to put it in a preheated cast iron skillet. I actually should have added 1 or 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, but I'll do that later. So to season this, I am going to use my cookbook recipe for Tex-Mex enchiladas, and I'm going to use the red sauce recipe. For those of you that want to check out my cookbook or already have it, thank you, but I will put information in the description below. So now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of granulated onion powder. Honestly, the ratios are up to you. I'm also adding 2 tablespoons of light chili blend. It's like a fancy light chili. Here I have a 1/2 teaspoon of ground cumin going in. I'm also going to add that cooking oil because this lean ground beef is not going to render a lot of fat, and I need this for roux. Okay, so now I'm just going to start breaking this apart, combining, and cooking through. By the way, at this point, I have another ingredient, 1 tablespoon of beef bouillon powder. I forgot to add it, but I will add it later. So the ground beef is cooked through. So now I'm going to shake in a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. This is going to create the roux with that rendered fat and cooking oil that I added. So once I shake all of this in, I'm just going to start moving it around, combining it with the ground beef. It's sort of going to coat and sop up any fat or rendered juices in the pan, and you'll want to cook the flour for maybe a minute and a half works for this, or until a crust forms on the bottom of the pan. That actually is a good indication that you're ready for 2 cups of water. By the way, the water is cool or room temperature. You don't want to use hot water because that'll create lumps. So I'm just going to add that in, give everything a mix. And remember, I told you I forgot to add the bouillon powder, which essentially is the salt in this recipe. So I'm going to add it now. 1 tablespoon of beef bouillon powder going in. And now I'm going to combine, mix, bring it to a simmer until it thickens, and then it's ready. Okay, I'm going to turn off the heat, and now I'm going to preheat my oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the temp that I'm going to bake this casserole. You'll want to make sure the oven's preheated. Okay, so here I have a 32-ounce bag of tater tots. This is a tater tot casserole. And here I have 8 ounces of shredded cheese. So to assemble this, I'm using that same pan that I made the chili sauce in, or the meat sauce. So I'm going to grab some of my tater tots, and I'm just going to put them right into the pan, kind of put them around evenly as possible. And I just sort of want some on the bottom. And then I'm going to take all of my shredded cheddar cheese and just cover the entire surface area of what's in the pan. And it's just going to be a cheese layer. I'm not going to put cheese on top of the tater tots. I actually want crispy tater tots on top. Now, the order of the layers, it's really up to you and how you want to layer it. I'm just doing things kind of easy and putting it all in this pan. So now start to arrange the tater tots to cover the entire surface area of the pan or the cheese that you just laid down. By the way, be sure to check the description below for a lot of information and the ingredient list to this recipe. Also links to my other social media handles. Okay, so I'm going to finish arranging all of the tater tots. So I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven of 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 40 to 45 minutes. And I did push the limits of this pan. So, you know, a 9x13 pan or an 8x12 works for this recipe. Okay, so it's out, it smells amazing, and I can't wait to dig in. By the way, garnishing this, use your imagination, use what you like. Sometimes we do sour cream, pickled jalapenos, and scallions. It all works. So I'm going to scoop this out and serve a plate. It's ready. It's crispy on top, ooey gooey center with that savory, delicious chile con carne that we created. It really is just a great casserole. Very simple to make, and you know, it's kind of like a crowd pleaser. It's easy. I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.